Alright guys, before we get into this video, would you look at that? It's a bit of a throwback. Your boy McCrudden is back on the show and he's back on the main stage. I know, I'm blushing as well. Alright, here we go. Before TwoMad would become one of YouTube's most prolific creators with content ranging from gaming streams to sketches and commentary. Is it commentary or commentary? Whatever.
Whoa. Gordy! I know what to do.
Before TwoMad would go viral with a little help from some titillating pictures, he snapped alongside fellow YouTuber, I'm talking the one and only Belle Delphine. Before TwoMad would have around 630,000 followers on Instagram, 850,000 followers on Twitter, and more than 5 million combined followers on 3 YouTube channels. The Canadian YouTuber TwoMad, he might be infamous for his Goodnight Girl, I'll see you tomorrow meme, but this viral star has just blown up larger than ever before. And that's thanks to some incredibly intimate photos that got leaked last month. They featured him and fellow YouTuber Belle Delphine. Now Belle's notorious for being every simp's dream girl, and TwoMad, well, he might not be an actual simp, but he sure does like to present himself as one online. Now in that sense, this was a match made in heaven. But how did TwoMad get himself to this moment? And what do these pictures tease about the potential future between these two? I mean, are they really hooking up? You're about to find out on our latest episode of Before They're Famous. Now before we get into all that, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to turn on your notifications. We reached out to TwoMad maybe like 2 years ago to collab on a video, and I don't know what the hell happened. It totally skipped my mind. Anyway, I saw him there and I was thinking, yeah, we definitely gotta get it done. Also, the kid's a Canadian, and well, we love to promote our own. Does that sound weird? I don't know. Let's just keep it. All right, let's get into this video. Alright guys, before we get into this Before They're Famous, I've got a special announcement. I actually want you to meet my buddy Chris.
What's going on guys? My name is Chris. If you speak Spanish and you like videos just like this one, head over to Antes Que Fueran Famosos. We make videos just like this. We put them a couple times a week.
Yeah guys, I've actually had this channel for a couple years now. It's got over 2 million subscribers and it's got a huge following in the Spanish and Latin community. So now Chris is taking over as the host, and if you're just hearing about it now, be sure to subscribe. Now me and Chris are also working on another project. Tell them about that.
Yes. If you're interested in launching your YouTube channel and never done it before, don't even know where to start, make sure you go to Becoming YT Famous, because Mike put all his years of experience into 7 easy modules to follow. Along that, you get access to Mike, where you can ask him all your questions once a week, and definitely worth it if you want to fast track your channel growth.
It's actually been working out. I've been helping a bunch of creators, and some people are finding success. This is for the real deal. Yeah. And it's got me working overtime, but it's great getting to meet you guys, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. So check out the link to that as well down below. Give Chris a follow on social media or he'll beat you up. All right, now let's get into this video. Boom! TwoMad was born Mudea Sadiq on December 17, 2000 in the city of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I don't know a lot about that place, but I know it gets cold, like super cold. Like put a glass of water outside and you got yourself a glass of ice.
Do most content creators call you TwoMad still, or do they call you
of course they call me TwoMad. They want to say
Well, I've just been calling you Day. I've just been calling him TwoMad, bro.
Now, Mudea has been creating content on YouTube since the late 2010s, but he's kept a pretty tight lid on the majority of personal details. Now, that being said, there are a few things about his come up that we know about for sure. Now, for instances, he came by his love for video games after becoming obsessed with the video game series Halo. And when he wasn't playing video games for hours as a kid, well, Mudea would do other normal everyday activities. You know, like go to school. In fact, it was after geography class one day in high school that Mudea, he almost met his maker, and by his maker, I mean an older, much larger female student who might have also had something of a learning disability, for real. Now one day while Mudea was trying to skip out on class, this girl took it upon herself to chase him down while yelling racial slurs and threatening to end his life.
So I go, and I'm like, she's probably not chasing me, right? Because she only took like a few steps towards me. She was probably she wasn't doing anything, right? But then I turn behind me and I see this going, hold on. She was coming at me at full speed.
Mudea would describe this moment as the first time he actually feared for his own safety. Now thankfully, he had his Timberlands on and he was able to make a clean getaway across those snowy Manitoba streets and back to his house before she managed to lay her hands on him. Now otherwise, we might not be here talking about him like we are today. Now as he grew older, Mudea, he decided to combine his love for gaming with his natural and obvious storytelling ability via YouTube under the name of TwoMad, which he says was inspired by his fandom for Counter-Strike YouTuber known as LolU1337. With the name in place, Mudea, he created TwoMad 360, his very first YouTube channel in April of 2016. A few months later, he'd upload his first video, an Overwatch and Dragon Ball Z crossover parody, which was titled When Torbjorn Molten Course. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Now for the next year or so, TwoMad would continue to upload a ton of Overwatch content to this channel, like his incredibly popular video Nerf Lucio. But as his content gravitated more and more towards comedy and storytelling, he left school behind and he dedicated all of his time to creating content, including the addition of a second channel. This one simply titled TwoMad. And that was in August of 2017. Now here he would switch up his content by creating more commentary and sketch videos starting around May of 2019. Now about a month after this tonal shift, TwoMad, he would post his first in a long series of videos titled My Life's Biggest Bruh Moments. Now many of which they would go wildly viral, probably thanks in large part to the hilarious clip that he used off the top of his very first entry, which involved himself trying to sweet talk a lady, only to literally fall flat on his face. Now shortly thereafter, TwoMad, he would branch out onto Twitch in March of 2017, but after garnering over 1 million followers on that platform, he received a permanent ban in April of 2019. Now the exact reasons for which aren't entirely clear, but it assumed that, it had something to do with him live streaming while using the Omegle video chat site. Now either way, TwoMad, he grew disillusioned with Twitch and he shifted all his gaming streams away from that place onto his TwoMad 360 YouTube channel. But getting banned from Twitch was only the beginning of this dude's many controversies. One of TwoMad's most notorious moments involved the K-pop band BTS, as well as their legion of loyal, and at times, morally dubious fan base. Now in June of 2019, TwoMad, he posted a video in which he riled up those fans by imitating their mannerisms and insinuating that the entire K-pop movement, it was a front for the North Korean government.
Walking around your school hallways with your Beats pills, blasting obnoxious K-pop music, annoying the f*** out of everybody. Well, really, you're looking for the nearest washroom so you can have another fucking panic attack and curl up in the corner.
But K-pop fans, they didn't exactly find this to be that humorous, and a lot of their responses wound up crossing the lines of good taste. That's thanks to a bunch of racist DMs, many of which included the N-word and even a few death threats as well.
The K-pop fans won't leave me alone, man, all because I said that chubby duck against coronavirus. What do you want from me? I got to go, man.
Now meanwhile, another one of TwoMad's stunts would actually wind up getting him airtime on European TV. Now during the worldwide pandemic, TwoMad, he came up with the ingenious idea to have his fans send him the Zoom passwords to their online courses, just so that he could Zoom bomb the entire class. Now he ended up becoming so prolific at doing so that the BBC invited him to talk about his experiences on a segment of British television. That's huge. British are snobs. So to have him on, even they found it funny.
Yes, it was. Don't nod your, don't do that with your head. No, you did.
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I?
I don't think there is a realistic way where they could do anything about it. It's just, free open season for me.
Now for the most part, TwoMad, he would create the majority of these viral moments from the comfort of his own home. But more recently, he's become more infamous after venturing outside of his comfort zone. Something that would lead not only to his arrest, but also rumors of a potentially intimate relationship with none other than Belle Delphine. Now to begin with, let's take a look at the time that TwoMad was arrested during a trip to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now this happened in April of 2022, and the incident, it was sparked by an unruly fan who claimed TwoMad blew him off while the two were riding go-karts.
Really? Is it because you're wearing yellow? Yeah, you're a Bumblebee fan. Current Transformers. Love that movie. They don't make them anymore. Yeah. You have a really nice bike. How much can I buy for it?
Keep walking.
Oh, he's getting serious. He's getting real serious. He just put his kickstand down. That's a really nice bike. I got a better one. I really appreciate having private security. Look, I really like Bumblebee, but I think Optimus Prime is a lot better.
Security was eventually called and escorted TwoMad out of the park, only TwoMad, he refused to leave until he was allowed to ride one of the security guards' bikes. Now this stunt, it landed TwoMad in jail while he was booked by the LA County Sheriff's Office with a misdemeanor charge for trespassing. Now TwoMad would later post bail and he would move on with his life. And by move on with his life, I mean he struck up a collaboration with someone basically no one was expecting. Popular YouTuber, OnlyFans creator, Belle Delphine. In June of 2022, Belle, she would post images of herself and TwoMad to Twitter, dressed up like the Toy Story characters Woody and Buzz. We actually talked about this in a TikTok video. Some of you guys informed me it's the girl character from Toy Story, who I don't like, so I'm just gonna go with Woody. It's funnier that way anyway. The caption to this post, it read, "Hosting the Paralympics in a hotel room was weird." Good caption. Now her initial post, it would receive well over 54,000 likes in just 4 days, while subsequently setting social media on fire, with fans of both creators wondering if these two, well, were they actually hooking up? Like for real? Like, did he actually hit a home run? Because if so, good for him. Now, rumors would circulate that these two, they had filmed a very special kind of home video for Delphine's OnlyFans, but the general consensus is that the video circulating online, it's actually fake. Now, what's less fake, however, are the second set of photos that TwoMad would post to his Instagram, which involved a different set of outfits. This time with Belle dressed up as Peach from Super Mario, and TwoMad outfitted as the one and only Donkey Kong. I find that kind of racist, but also hilarious. Where did they find that costume? That's great. Now the new series of images, like I stated, they came up with a bunch of accusations from fans that they had selected these based on racial stereotypes. Long story short, well, whether these two were trying to court controversy or not, let's be honest, they probably were, and they did exactly what they intended to do. Now, two fan bases that generally would have never had anything to do with one another, well, they've crossed over, and who knows what could come from that. Now, one thing's most definitely for sure, the latest viral moment he's done has nothing but helped TwoMad's career. He's become more popular than ever. And as for where he goes next, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because this is before they're famous. My name's Michael McCrudden, and it's been a blast coming back and hosting a few videos. I say that like I never come here, but I don't host as often as I used to, so it always feels different for me, and it's good to come back. I love reading your comments these days, because those of you who are watching have probably watched me for about a decade, so it's interesting to hear what you guys have to say. Anyways, guys, we plugged a few things here. We probably plugged our course. We probably plugged our Spanish channel. We also got the famous news. We're on TikTok. We're on Snapchat. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. So be sure to keep following, and thanks a lot. Appreciate it. TwoMad, good for you, bro. And Belle Delphine, good for her, man. Wow. Damn, I wish I was a girl and on OnlyFans. Life would have been so much easier. See you guys in another video.